Howdy! We are here at Fulford Cave Campground parking area. Main attraction is the cave, but we are actually here to visit Charles Lake, Mystic Island Lake, as well as climb Fool's Peak. And I actually have already been up there and climbed a couple of 13ers and lost my action camera on one of them. So I'm actually just done with Fool's Peak and recording this because it was on that action camera. So that's my story there, but it was fantastic. Fool's Peak and the lakes are beautiful. So I would strongly recommend this trip, and I am going to take you on up there right now and you can enjoy the adventure. We'll see you up there. And this is the traditional Fulford Cave Trail right here. And I believe we are going to be heading this way. So we are here, and this main area is really set up to enjoy the cave, but we will be going much further up Bush Creek in the valley to Charles Lake, as well as to Majestic Island Lake. Lake Charles Trail we go. Cool. Berries everywhere. I don't think you can eat these though. We're now just getting to the wilderness. And I knew that it was a little ways. That's how I got to fly the drone. But it looks like we should register here. That is a weird mushroom right there. Utterly enormous. And this, I've never even seen that before. Wow. Fungus. Wow. More crazy talk. Really big. Well, sitting here with my little dinner, I suddenly noticed this guy. Oh, there he goes. Huh? Guess he's gonna hang out for dinner. That's cool. Right here in my little pad. See you, buddy. Actually did get frosty last night. So fall is here in the mountains, even though it isn't even Labor Day yet. Hey, good morning. We are at the foot of Fool's Peak, and we are a little closer to Majestic Island Lake because that's where I camped, and I had to kind of come up with a crazy ledge traverse in order to get up here. There is Fool's Peak right there. And I came from over here and I scampered up and found a cool ledge and made it up. I did a little recon last night to make sure because it is extremely steep if you go straight at it, as you can see. So there's that you don't really want to try to get up. I'm gonna keep cruising over this ledge right here and go big on Fool's Peak. So we'll see you up there. Kind of cool. I don't know if you can see in the shadows, but it's frozen down there. It was good and below freezing last night in the valley for sure. And there is the really cool part of the crazy little ledge, right where that boulder is precariously perched. Look at that. Lake Charles on the left. All right, I just rounded the corner there. And behind me now is Lake Charles in those trees. Really cool area. A little crowded, but really cool. And then awesome little cirque here. Little tarn, kind of tells you stay left of the tarn. And then we're gonna just get right up on here, onto this ridge and crank up Fools. Should be awesome. Just came up through there. Beautiful meadows and Majestic Island Lake out there. Some cool spot. And then we've got this to go, and it's been so fun and easy. I've been flying up this thing. Staying Ridge proper, you can definitely get solid class 4 or 5 really, but at least 4. Super cool though. Great rock. Always a little bit of loose, but pretty good. And then some more. My traverse at around 12.3 required a little bit of class 3 or 4 climbing, and it's kind of loose, just one short step though, but a little hairy. And then come around the corner and dude, looking good. So this has got to be it, huh? I think. Right over there is the ledge that we just came from, and it worked great, really good. And the reason you take the ledge is because this is the back side of the tower. I can't even get the whole thing in the frame, but whoa. Yeah, there's no good way to down climb the back of that, I don't think. Long ass rope would be good. Okay, well, we are just cranking up some steep kind of slab and then punctuated with a little bit of mossiness. So that's the look. And the tower straight behind us. Really beautiful, actually. See at the top, I think that's only another couple hundred feet. And the sun is right there. Holy moly. Really beautiful. Talk about a good view of Majestic Island Lake. Wow, my campsite's right down there somewhere. Maybe we'll find it later. Hey, welcome to Fool's Peak. So this was a beautiful, and I would say class 4 climb, but boy, I did another climb yesterday, and I did Gold Dust Peak right back there, and it was not nearly as awesome or solid as this. So if you're going to be in this basin, checking out Charles Lake, Majestic Island Lake, then I would totally recommend climbing this. It's not as big, but it is aesthetic. And there's only one little tricky route finding spot where you just got to get around that tower on the right-hand side at 12,300 feet. So that's the story on that. Because yeah, when I hit Gold Dust, I did the traverse toward Pica, and it was pretty epic, loose but epic. And then I lost my GoPro. I'm actually selfie sticking my phone. I dropped it around here somewhere. It fell off while I was unawares, and I did search this area twice, and it was a bitch. That bummed me out, and I was having a tough time route finding through the towers, and it was super rough. So between all that, I just kind of lost interest and was having a tough time, to be fair. So anyway, that's my story. Climb Fool's Peak. Much better. And then the descent is right down there, and then you can go right from that saddle down the gully back to Charles Lake, or in my case, I'm actually going to do that cool sneak ledge. That was super fun, and it'll put me right back near Majestic Island Lake in my camp. So great trip. I definitely recommend it. And then there's a look at the descent route. And then you can pop right down into this valley if you plan on going back to the lake, either lake. Or you can keep going straight and turn down a little later if you just want to get right back to the Fulford parking area. But we're going to go back to the lake break camp. Whoa, the bottom of an uprooted tree. Pretty wild. All right, well, that concludes our little adventure here in the Lake Charles Basin. And our crown jewel is definitely Fool's Peak. That was a fantastic climb. Just a quick rundown. I know I already talked about a lot of it, but do expect some class 4 climbing. One bit of route finding that's fairly clear, particularly after I did all the video for it. And the lakes are beautiful. Just stopping through to see Lake Charles as well as Majestic Island Lake is totally worth it. And oh my God, I like Gore-Tex shoes, and this is the reason right here. So this is a muddy area. It was incredibly wet, and it actually did freeze as well. So it is the beginning of September. I'll know that as well, but be prepared for cold, wet, could well be buggy, beautiful, and some really solid rock and great climbing on Fool's Peak. So that's my story. Hopefully you enjoyed the ride.